Wrestling fans, when we look at the 2009 in WWE, what do we think of? Randy Orton versus John Cena. Randy Orton versus Triple H. An epic storytelling between DX and Legacy. The return of the phenom of the WWE, The Undertaker. We think of CM Punk and his title reigns in the WWE. Whether or not they were good title reigns or he was just used as a transitional champion, which in some people's eyes was a miscarriage of justice. Depends on who you talk to. All that, plus so much more, happened in 2009 in the WWE. As far as SummerSlam is concerned, when you look at the 2009 SummerSlam, you look at a 3-hour Monday Night Raw. You look at a 3-hour Super Show Monday Night Raw. Back when they did have a Super Show. And that's it. You had your couple big matches, and that's it. Everything else in between was just garbage. I think everybody, when you go back and you watch the 2009 SummerSlam, you would agree with that. I mean, in all honesty, not saying that this show was terrible, not saying this show was a show not to watch, but this show, in all honesty, had its really good opener, it had something in the middle, and it had something to really close it. And that was it. Outside of that, this show kind of was just a throwaway. So we're going to dive right into it. And of course, as you all know, subscribe, hit the bell, and follow me on my other social media websites, Twitter and Facebook at 2007Webby. That would be very much appreciated by me and everybody that makes this channel what it is for you wrestling fans. And of course, on this Sunday at SummerSlam, the review, Jason Funny will be here, and he will help me do the review. And of course, he'll be helping me do the reviews kind of for now on for the pay-per-views. So tune in for those. Should be entertaining. But now, the 2009 SummerSlam review. Dolph Ziggler versus Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. This matchup, when you really think about the Intercontinental Championship, the opening match at SummerSlam, Dolph Ziggler and Rey Mysterio, and you see the fire and the passion and everything that these guys put into it. Absolutely fantastic, awesome. It really makes you wonder and question and just makes you scratch your head why they would take a talent like Dolph Ziggler and drain him for so long throughout his career in the WWE. Because when you see a match with him and Rey Mysterio at 2009, and that rivalry, because it expanded throughout part of the fall and before SummerSlam, they put on some epic matches. Dolph Ziggler eventually took the title from Rey Mysterio later on down the road. He did not take it here. Rey Mysterio picked up the victory, came this close from getting the championship at SummerSlam. But when you look at a match like this and you see everything that these guys did, makes you wonder why WWE would just keep him lowered down so much. It really does. Whatever the case, great opening matchup at SummerSlam. The All-American Jack Swagger versus Bullin MVP. I don't have much to say about this matchup. MVP wins. Okay. Congratulations, MVP. Chris Jericho and the Big Show took on Crime Time for the Tag Team Championships. This match is kind of a throwaway matchup. It meant nothing. But the Tag Team Championships at the time, in my estimation, didn't really mean a whole lot. Because it seemed like for a big part of time, until, DX took the tag titles from Jericho, you had 1 month rivalries. Tag teams were just there for 1 month, and then once they lost to Big Show and Chris Jericho, they went on down the line. Crime Time was just there to lose. After that, Mark Henry and MVP was next in line. Because at Breaking Point, that's who they defended the tag titles. They lost to. And as we know, later on that year, Big Show and Chris Jericho got into a rivalry with DX, which all led to the downfall of Shawn Michaels, which led to the epic matchup at WrestleMania 26 between Michaels and The Undertaker. Career versus streak. But whatever the case, Big Show and Jericho wins here. CM Punk catches an epic promo in the back about Jeff Hardy, and it was about Jeff Hardy's demons and about how he's going to close the book on Jeff Hardy, because Jeff Hardy wrote this book about how he's going to overcome all his demons. And the final chapter on it is beating CM Punk in the TLC matchup at SummerSlam. Would he be successful? We would all find out. But CM Punk, awesome job during that promo. And he said he was going to ruin that chapter. Kane and the Great Khali. We went straight in from there to this contest, the Battle of the Big Monsters, the battle of the two big, huge guys, the rematch of WrestleMania 23. And thankfully, I don't believe, and y'all can correct me if I get this wrong, but I don't think we ever had to watch this matchup again. 50-50 booking, whatever. Who cares? It was boring. It was sloppy. It shouldn't have been put together. Great Khali and Kane at this point in their career in 2009, when the Great Khali was used for kiss cams and all different types of stuff, besides what he was used for when he first came into the WWE. And Kane, who by this time, after he had his mask taken off, looked very mortal when he got hit and things of that nature. Should not have been in this match. Kane picks up the victory. And we roll right in from that to DX versus the Legacy. The mid-card big matchup. Absolutely excellent. Fantastic. DX picks up the victory, but Legacy really showed a lot in this matchup. took forever, took everything in DX's power to put Legacy away. I mean, it was a knockdown, drag out affair. If there was any type of matchup that you're going to put up-and-coming stars against legends and try to get the up-and-coming stars on the map, this was it. And of course, we know this all led to Breaking Point, where Legacy got the victory over DX and made DX say, "I quit." So it was very good storyline, good storytelling by these two tag teams. Christian versus William Regal for the ECW Championship. This match started and this match ended. This was useless. The ECW brand, the ECW Championship, was a waste of time, really, in WWE. And the way they treated it during this matchup was a perfect example. Randy Orton versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. Now, some might tell me, well, Webby, you said that everything but the three main matches, mid, opening, and the closing, were the only things that were good. I told you that. Yes. Look, the reason why I am not putting this matchup as one of the biggest, main, great matches on this card is because how the ending was booked. I'm not a big fan of matches that start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, continuously over and over again. The match itself, the rivalry itself, of course, Randy Orton and John Cena does a good job. It entertained us. It intrigued us. Every rivalry did. They flip-flopped titles back and forth. I mean, John Cena was a transitional champion in 2009 because the following month, he captured the title, and then at Hell in a Cell, he dropped it right back to Randy Orton. But in this match, Randy Orton got himself DQ'd, got himself, restarting the match because he used the ropes, all different types of things. Finally, RKO'd on the ropes, RKO'd in the ring, 1, 2, 3. 3 times, match restarted. I'm not a fan of it. Really drag the match down. I just don't think that you should treat matches that way. But I understand that bleeds the storyline into the next month. And finally, CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy for the world title, the world crown. Now, when you look at this matchup and you look at the TLC matchup, no question it was a great contest. No question. And you look at CM Punk recapturing the gold. We all know the reason why. I'm not going into the reason. But CM Punk recapturing the gold and the Undertaker returning that led for, it led for an okay rivalry. It led for some intriguing television for a couple months. And the Undertaker got his last title reign. It was almost like WWE gave him his last long title reign. CM Punk, people upset, got made to be a transitional champion. On the other hand, in some form or fashion, it made to look like CM Punk made The Undertaker submit, even though he didn't, at breaking point, because it was the help of Teddy Long, Holla Holla, in their submission matchup. So this matchup, the TLC, which pretty much was on last in my eyes because the Undertaker return just was simply there. CM Punk was simply there as a champion. To be a transitional champion for the Undertaker. Quite frankly, in this moment, at that time, I think, honestly, he shouldn't have been a transitional champion. Undertaker shouldn't have got the title at Hell in a Cell. But him getting the title at Hell in a Cell did make for a good storyline in 2010 with him and Shawn Michaels, because Michaels cost Taker the world title, which led for their career versus streak matchup. So at the same time, even though CM Punk should have held on to the title longer, Undertaker winning the championship a couple months later, coming back for that, really played into some good storytelling. So you all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about that. Do you think that CM Punk should have held it more than 2 months in 2009? Or do you think that The Undertaker winning it and having a decent title reign back in 2009, holding it until Elimination Chamber in 2010, where Shawn Michaels cost him the world title and led to WrestleMania, was the right idea, where he had a longer title reign? You all let me know what you're thinking in comments below. And there, and don't forget to subscribe amongst everything else. And until I see you again, catch you on the other side.